This video is kind of a little bit out of order because I'm going to interrupt or begin this video with the future, but it's technically the past. I am like 2 weeks right now as I'm filming this, 2 weeks, 3 weeks past where I started this original video, but I wanted to insert this because I got a surprise package from Hanbei, which is the furniture company that sent me the love seat that's upstairs in our bedroom. I'll definitely link that video underneath this video because it's a little bit more in-depth of a review and kind of the process of putting together that love seat. Sent me a sectional for the holidays, which I am blown away. They were the first people I thought of when I was thinking like, I need to do more like seating in the basement, but I want to keep it affordable. But I wasn't expecting it to come when it came, so that's why it's kind of being inserted in this video in a weird time. I heard something on our porch, and it was like real quick. Like our FedEx guy is like awesome. We love him. I've nicknamed him Jeff. I don't know if that's actually his name, but that's what I call him. He's always in such a good mood. So if FedEx guy, there's probably no way you're watching this, but if you do, we appreciate you. He quickly like delivered like, it seemed like 20 boxes. It probably wasn't that many, but our whole porch was like full of boxes. And I was so shocked because I wasn't expecting this thing to arrive at that time because I hadn't gotten an email saying that they were sending it. So yeah, the kids and John hauled them downstairs. It was a little bit easier than hauling them upstairs. As you guys know, I did that sectional or the love seat by myself, and I had a bad knee at the time, so I was like limping up the stairs. So if I can get these boxes upstairs to our bedroom and assemble that whole thing myself, then anyone can do it. But the kids and John took them down the stairs, and we spent Sunday just assembling them, and it is so awesome. The whole thing, like, it fits perfectly in our basement. So if you're not familiar with our basement, we moved into this house about 2 years ago, and we didn't have enough furniture to really fill all the spaces when we moved into this house, and we weren't really in a hurry to because you know, with the price of a larger house, your budget's a little bit different, and we also didn't know exactly what we wanted to fit in, and furniture was so back ordered, and we're limited with what we can do with furniture, even in regards to getting stuff around corners and down stairwells. So Hanbei is awesome because it's very modular. You can order just all these different types of configurations. You can add to them by ordering more seats or ottomans, and you can take them apart and move them around. This is going to be perfect because this specific sectional is on the larger side, so I can move around the pieces to actually make a like a double-sized bed or a twin-sized bed for my family when they come and visit for the holidays, which is why I wanted something like this in the basement. I feel like I need one more seat, however, to make a full queen size without having to bring pieces up from upstairs, but it's not the end of the world. But that's the one thing that I'm like, that might be nice if I order one more chair. It's not super large, so everything fit like down our stairwells and turned corners really easily because it came in boxes. So if you're apartment living or have tight spaces like we do up in our upstairs and downstairs, like getting furniture around is really difficult in this house. And so all of these have like little, we keep our ping pong stuff in these. All of these open. So every single one opens. There are clips, I don't know if you can see right here, that connect the ottomans to here. So you can either take those clips out and the ottomans can move around freely, or you can have it be like a chaise lounge. And that's how all of these seats are connected. So all we have to do is like pull those clips out and we can move these around in any configuration. So when it comes to having guests here, I can move this ottoman over there and kind of make like a huge spot here, if you can envision it. So again, I need one more chair to be able to fill this so that it's a full, you know, 3 by 3 by 3, and that's like a queen size bed. But we'll maybe do that in the next, I don't know, we'll maybe do that when we have money. Christmas is making me poor. Not poor, but you know what I mean. Yeah, it's just like very functional. It fits in the space. It doesn't crowd it too much. It's super comfortable. Like the cushions are firm but soft, so I feel like they're gonna hold their shape longer than some of the more expensive furniture that I've complained about that we own. Fits in really well, and now everyone has a place to sit, and we can rearrange stuff if we ever needed to, or if we ever move, we can move and make this piece into something different. I am loving this new setup. This is gonna be perfect for the holidays. Family's already planning on getting together for Christmas. which I'm so excited about because we had 18 people here, my whole entire family, for the first time in 7 years being together for Thanksgiving, and it went really well. Sadly, we didn't get the furniture until that Sunday after Thanksgiving, so we didn't have that to use, but for Christmas we will. So if people want to spend the night, we have room for them, and if people just want to hang out and watch movies, we now have room for them. I really like the Hanbei pieces because they're affordable. Again, they're modular, and I can move them around the house really easily without damaging walls, and they are comfortable and have like held together pretty well. So anyways, I wanted to share that with you guys. So now we're gonna hop back to the past and yeah, carry on with the rest of this vlog. Oh, and if you guys are wondering why I'm wearing a jacket inside, it's because I live with a man. Sit. 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 Well done. Yeah, well done. Good morning, everyone. So it has been a hot minute. I have been so stinking busy, and if you follow me on Instagram, you already know this. I start every video out like this, so just always expect me to always be busy. Because when you have 3 kids, one of them who's about to be 18, and you're working multiple jobs, and your husband's working, and kids are at new schools, and it's just, you know, life is just gets overwhelming a little bit. And so I've kind of fallen off the filming track as I normally do, because you guys know my family comes first. Like, above all else, being a mom and taking care of shit at home comes before any social media. So I apologize for kind of going dead again here. But I am really actively trying to change that, okay? Like, let's just put that out there. I am really trying to make an effort here. I know I'm complaining and stuff and making it sound like it's a huge deal and like it's like work, and I want to assure you that I still do enjoy vlogging. I still do enjoy my community here, because this is how I started, was like on YouTube. But I just wanted to explain, like, when it comes to priorities, like my family life, that comes first. So Kaya turned 10. She is in double digits. It feels crazy because it feels like just yesterday I was delivering her on camera here and being pregnant with her here and updating you guys month to month of like her development, both pregnancy and as an infant. Like, that's insane, right? Like, she's 10 now. Ava, like I said, is about to be 18 in a couple months, which is just nuts to me. I don't know if I filmed before or after I turned 36, but I am now officially 36 years old. 36 years young. Wyatt's at his new school. He's thriving. I know a lot of you guys have always like been like, where's Wyatt? Why isn't he on your Instagram more? This and that. Wyatt is not a shy guy by any means. He is my theater kid. He is I don't have to worry about him like being shy to talk to somebody or go somewhere or ask questions. But he is also in this weird pre-teeny boy stage, or he likes to just go off to himself. It's like pulling teeth and nails to get any information out of him of how his day is or who his friends are or what he's up to. He just is very much that, like, what I've heard from other friends who have teenager boys, he's a stereotypical teenage boy. He just keeps to himself. So that's why he's not really on my social media a ton, because when I'm taking photos, because I don't really plan them necessarily, they're just like spur of the moment, he's usually like not around. I'm just gonna say that. And it's not because he doesn't want to spend time with us, and it's not because I don't want to spend time with him. It is literally because he is a teenage boy and just is like a recluse. It's like hard to get him out. Whereas Ava has now become more like involved again. She went through that stage as well of just kind of disappearing off into her room. And Kaya's just, you know, Kaya, she's a mama and daddy's girl. She just wants to be around us all the time. So that, he's doing great though. He, again, loving his new school, thriving, has lots of friends, and he's never been happier. His ADHD meds are still working really well for him. He graduated from counseling. He's just an all-around really good kid. And so life's been going really well for us, and I'm just really thankful for that. I wanted to vlog today because I'm headed right now to go get laser hair removal. I was offered this opportunity through Pico MD. They are who did my lips. I have a video on my lips if you want to see that or hear about that. But they're who did my lips, and I really love them. Megan is my injector. She's training somebody new to do laser hair removal, so they offered me the opportunity to get some treatments done. So I am heading there right now. I'm a little jacked up on caffeine. I am the worst patient. You're not supposed to have caffeine before these things. I just found out. I didn't just find out. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I knew this last night, but then this morning I inadvertently drank caffeine, not really thinking about it. And so now I'm just like jacked up on not only caffeine, but also nervousness of like effing up this procedure. Because I guess caffeine can make things like worse. Wow, I need to take a breath. Let's just calm down. It's been a while since I've done this, so you can tell I'm a little bit like weird. Deep breath. But yeah, I'm on my way to go get my first laser hair removal treatment. So we're getting the Brazilian part done. Everything else was fine. This part I'm a little anxious about, but
you got this.
She's being very nice to me and not making me feel uncomfortable because I feel bad for her that she has to do this.
You're gonna love it.
We were just talking about how it's more embarrassing now when you go to the pool in your bathing suit. You just have to be aware of what you do or bend over or what you pick up.
Yep.
And then of course my mutant hair. Everyone here knows about my mutant hair, my belly button mutant hair that just grows and grows and grows.
We're gonna get that.
Everyone's
too.
got one.
Now, like I told you, because you have that thick, coarser hair down here, you're gonna feel it a little more.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys are gonna distract me from feeling. It'll be fine. I've had 2 children naturally, 1 with drugs. We'll be fine.
You got this.
Although that's a different pain because there's a cute baby after that.
Right. I'm gonna cool you first, okay? All right, you ready?
Think so.
Here we go.
It's probably also a little bit more painful just because there's no sun exposure there ever.
How's it feel?
Tolerable.
Okay.
I mean, I can feel it, and as you get lower, I know it's not gonna feel great. Whew.
Doing okay?
I think so.
Okay. So once it's done, does the pain go away?
Yep.
Yep. So it's just during...
It is like snaps of a rubber band over and over again. But very odd because it's down there, so it hurts just way more.
I'm gonna get your bikini line, okay?
Yep. Bikini line is what I hate the most, so this I'm like, okay, that actually is not so bad. Tolerable.
Doing so good. Oof. Okay.
That one zinged, yeah. That is such a strange, painful feeling.
Alright, ready?
No, I think so. Oh my God. I laugh when I'm in pain, I'm sorry.
You're gonna make me laugh.
That's not. This is what my body does when I'm in pain.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's not too bad though. I mean, I would totally take this over self-waxing any day again.
Sure. Right. Ready? I turn it down to go over this area.
Okay, thank you. And by this area, she means right over the most sensitive area of my vagina. Oh, Lord.
Okay, ready?
Yep. Oh, I see what she means about it getting hot.
Yes.
That's actually not too bad.
Right here. Right? You did it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna run right through this really quick. Ready?
So highly suggest Giovanna to do yours
Aw.
Brazilian because this has been actually way more relaxing and less stressful than I thought.
We're rocking
Okay.
it. Alright, we're gonna hit these hairs.
Belly hair.
Your mutant
My
belly.
mutant belly hair. It's so weird. And it's funny is because I've talked about it so much that literally everyone who watches my videos probably knows exactly which hair I'm talking about. Because I think once it grew to like 3 inches because I was like, let's just see how long I can get it. And then I had to pluck it because I was gonna go out on a beach and I was like, I'm not letting this hang out.
Alright, yeah, we got plucked hairs. We
Yay.
got some redness and swelling around the hair follicles.
Yes.
Those are all great.
Okay. Yay.
You did
We
it.
did it. Most awkward thing ever, but it's done. And I just met her today. I think that's why it gets so uncomfortable. I'm like, just met her today.
We're gonna be so comfortable with each other by the end of this.
You guys should serve alcohol here. I feel like I'm super jittery from coming down from all of that excitement. So I'm done. I'm actually headed to my office real quick to pick up something that was delivered there before going and picking up Kaya from school. Just stopped and got myself a sandwich because I have so much caffeine in my system and I worked out this morning and I did not eat anything. So I'm a little bit like hyper. You saw it was pretty painful for the pubic area, not gonna lie. Giovanna was so great at keeping just everything light. However, like I would say leading up to everything, my biggest thing was like exposing myself to somebody who I didn't know. You're just in a very vulnerable position, and that is not something I am used to doing other than, again, getting normal annual checkups with my OBGYN or my, and having babies. So that was interesting, and she was so great. Like, she was really great. Like, I honestly, that was probably the best part of the experience, was just meeting her and like having that calm. Her personality just set me at ease. So in order of like pain, I would say legs were the easiest. She even had to go up a few, like she was very careful with my legs because I am darker skin tone. She didn't want to like burn me or like mess up my skin tone down there. So I hardly actually felt my legs. I also had been doing, in prior years, I had a sponsorship with a at-home laser hair removal device, as some of you remember, and I was doing that actually on my legs regularly because my legs really drove me nuts and it was easier to get to. So I will say that my legs don't grow a whole ton of hair because of that. Like, that thing was actually really effective. It didn't get rid of my hair though, but it made my hair becoming sparser. So that could be also why I didn't have as much pain in my legs as well. My underarms, however, I have a lot of hair there. It doesn't matter what at-home device I was using. I still had a lot of hair there. For some reason, it was more effective on my legs. But my underarms, that one hurt a little bit more. I would say I felt that one pretty decently, but it wasn't like super painful. Pubic area, however, like I said, that one hurt. Like, they don't lie when they're saying it feels like a bunch of little rubber bands snapping over and over again on your skin. That is legit what it felt like. The top of like the pubic area actually hurt the most, especially as she got to the center. When she got towards like the more sensitive parts, I was like bracing for it to hurt more, but it actually wasn't too bad, but it was hot. Like, it got hot when she was down there. The bikini line was not bad at all. Like, and that is honestly where I'm more like wanting the hair removal, is the bikini line, because just, I want to be able to put on a bathing suit without having to worry about like, big furry mask coming out. It's not that bad ever, but you know what I mean. So like, I feel like the older I've gotten, the more my, bikini area is just like growing into my thigh area, which drives me nuts. So that actually was not too bad. So I was very happy about that. I was kind of scared about the scar because I did have a large cyst or tumor, whatever you want to call it, removed down there 2 years ago, as some of you remember. It was a combination. He actually didn't know what it was. I'm just gonna say that. It was benign. They were worried it was cancer. I was worried it was cancer because it was so large and it was growing. He couldn't tell if it had started from an ingrown hair because I do shave down there, or if it had just developed with a bunch of atypical cells, or if it was a combination of both. But it was benign, but they did have to cut out quite a chunk. It was a very traumatic experience for me. I did vlog that, I think, but it was very traumatic for me to go through. I do have a scar down there, so I was a little concerned about how it would feel on top of that scar, but I hardly noticed it. So it is next day. I got home after running some errands yesterday, and honestly, I forgot to wear loose-fitting clothing. I was kind of advised to do that, and then everything I read online said, like, wear loose-fitting clothing so that way you don't, like, have any irritation or, like, lessens the pain after having laser hair removal, that kind of thing. I actually wore kind of tight-fitting clothing, and I didn't have any issues. It didn't feel bad. I kind of felt like, I don't even know. I don't really feel like, it didn't feel normal, but I didn't feel like in pain or irritated at all yesterday. My pubic area, the top part of my pubic bone, that was actually the most painful part for everything, like I mentioned, and it's been the most sensitive, but it's not been like bad at all. So I've been wearing normal clothes today. I had a fine time sleeping last night. I haven't really noticed any irritation anywhere at all. I don't know if I'm just lucky or my skin just isn't that sensitive, who knows, but I did wake up this morning, and when I went to the bathroom, I noticed there were some fallen out little pieces of dark hair in my underwear, and yeah, so that means something's happening, which is really exciting. Over the next couple of days and weeks, I've heard that like you'll see more hair start falling out, which hopefully that's the case, but this was just my first treatment, so again, I'm not really expecting a ton. But it is nice to see that like some things are kind of falling out. But anyways, John and I just spent the last 4 hours grocery shopping. We're hosting Thanksgiving this year. Since we moved to our new house, we have the most space to host my entire family because my parents downsized about 5 years ago, and we can't all fit there. So we will be missing one person, which is my niece, because she went off to college and isn't coming home this year, but we'll have 18 people here, which is really overwhelming because that's the most like in a family gathering that we've had here. We did host a Halloween carving party that we do. It's become like an annual thing, and we actually had like 30 something people here, which was really crazy. We were all outside. I mean, the food was inside, but it was all outside in our garage and our front yard. So that's the most, so I know we can host a bunch of people, but this will be the first time we've had this many people just straight up indoors because of COVID and everything else. So I am excited to have the first Thanksgiving in like 7 years with my entire family. It's, I think will be really special, but it's a lot of pressure because I'm the youngest, I'm the baby. So I kind of have this like issue of putting just too much expectation on myself. And like the food and everything like that, I usually tend to take too much upon myself. So we had to go to 3 different stores. We went to turkey, we got a ham, I got stuff to make my charcuterie boards. And yeah, I'm exhausted and I'm just, it's cold outside, super cold, super high wind chill, and I'm glad to be home. But now we have to put away all the groceries before we can sit down and be cozy. So, but yeah, that's all you guys missed. But in regards to laser hair removal, I feel fine. I'm like trying to move around to see if I'm irritated at all. Don't feel really any irritation, so I guess I'm just gonna count myself lucky. And again, this was just my first treatment. Update you guys if anything changes, but yeah, until I have like my next appointment and stuff like that, I really can't speak to like the efficacy, is that the right word, of these treatments. So you'll have to just stay tuned, and then hopefully at the end of all of them, I'll just be able to give you a really good roundabout answer of whether or not I think they're worth it. I can, however, say if you're looking for a place where it's comfortable and they're really just make you feel at home and safe, Pico MD. I would highly suggest them because it was a really good experience overall. All right, hours later, groceries have been put away. Husband cleaned up the kitchen so nicely. Children have been fed and have hot chocolate. There's Wyatt. Wyatt, hello. Everyone thought you were dead.
Why?
Because you weren't in my videos for a while, and you don't show up on my social because you're never around for me to take photos of you.
Yay. I'm a ghost on the internet.
Are you enjoying life, Wyatt?
Yeah.
Are you well fed?
I don't know.
Are you well taken care of?
Yeah.
Are you loved?
Yeah.
Alright, internet, now leave me alone. Watch Disenchanted. We're all very excited because Enchanted is the cutest movie. Even John liked Enchanted. So it just came out. Disney Channel. What up? Fire's burning. We're all cozy. I know. Why did it go dead already? Maybe we should add another log. Okay. And then, no. I was kind of kidding. I don't want to catch the, oh gosh. John's gonna catch the house on fire. Dogs are down there. You guys haven't seen the dogs in a while. There's Nuna. She's bald. Where's the bald Georgie? Georgie! I think she's on her perch over there. Oh, there she comes. Hi, Georgie. They're both bald. So Georgie's got a sweater on, which doesn't bother her. She usually, like, gets really mad and doesn't move around when she's got clothes on her. But, yeah, she must be really cold because she has had that on for 5 days straight and doesn't seem to care. It doesn't get much better than this, guys.
Tomorrow's gonna get much better than this.
Oh, that's right. What are we doing tomorrow?
We're going to the UT.
We're going to the official Fortnite World Cup. We're gonna win.
There's a Fortnite World Cup tomorrow?
No,
Oh.
I just made that up.
Where are we going tomorrow, Kai?
The UT women's basketball game against Duke.
Against Duke. It's gonna be a good game. Doggies. Naked doggies.
Kai looks like a naked doggy.
She does not look like a naked doggy. Don't say that about your sister. Wyatt. Why when I... Wyatt.
Skinny cat who's been
Wyatt.
starved.
Kaya, be nice. Wyatt. Okay, be nice. Wyatt.
Yeah.
Why when I ask you about your day, do you say, it's okay?
What?
Because it is okay. It's just okay. That's it.
Oh, no.
Why don't you give me more detail ever?
Because I don't really want to explain to my stressful, like, just long day. I kind of just want to come home, eat food, and just relax. And
In the common room,
Yeah.
away from everyone.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm around people all day.
People think that I hide you away and I don't love you. And I tell them it's because he's a teenage boy and doesn't want to be around us all the time anymore. Enter no response.
Well, I don't know what I was supposed to say.
You don't have to say anything while you're just proving my point, so thank you.
I'm playing my monkey game.
Oh my gosh, Sean. Too much.
Usually people put more than one log
Yeah,
in their
there's usually like
fireplace.
4 logs in there.
Duraflame logs, though?
Real wood. It burns way brighter and hotter.
Oh. Alright. Well, if this vlog doesn't make the internet, it's because our house is burned down and we burned down with it.
Woohoo!
We're home from the basketball game. It's Sunday. We lost to Duke, but we played pretty well considering. I mean, Duke had a lot of really tall girls on their team, like really tall, and we don't have a lot of tall girls on our team. And something was up one of the refs' butts. I know that people use that as an excuse, but I really do believe that the guy that was reffing, just like something was up with him today. He was not having it, but yeah, we lost. It's fine. We're still proud of our team. Kai had a good time. John had a good time. I had a good time. It was a good time. But we all got decked out. We have all of our yellow on. John already changed, but we got our gold on for Gold Rush Week. Gold nails. Kai's got her gold nails. Actually, this gold nail polish is really awesome. I know it has nothing to do with anything, but it's the brightest, like, sparkly nail polish I have ever come across. And it's gel, so I will leave a link for that underneath this video if anybody wants it. Why are you staring at me like that? Good morning. It is Monday. I am getting ready to go to work. I just realized I forgot to put my earrings on. It seems so silly, but for some reason I feel like as long as I have a pair of earrings on, I feel like I'm more put together and, like, I don't know, ready for work. And I feel like that is something my mom used to say. Like, I've reached that point where I'm repeating things and feeling things that my mom used to feel and say, which feels totally weird. I'm trying to hot-foot it out of here. I had a hard time waking up this morning, and I don't know if it's because I had a drink at the game, which I am a lightweight now. I used to be able to drink so many people under the table when I was younger, and I remember when that used to be like almost a point of pride to be able to say like, oh, I drink more than a frat boy, or I can drink you under the table or whatever. But looking back, I feel like I would have had a lot more money in my pockets and felt better about life if I didn't drink so much. But I was a bartender back in the day, and so yeah, I think I got all my drinking out of my system when I was younger, and even then I didn't really drink that much. I don't know, I think it was more peer pressure stuff. But anyways, I'm totally getting distracted. But now I'm a lightweight, and like any amount of alcohol just puts me I'm tired, I want to go to sleep. I mean, I like to have a beer or two like at games and things like that, but then once that excitement of like whatever's going on around me is done, I'm like dead to the world tired, and I wake up the next day just kind of feeling exhausted. So I don't drink often, and yesterday I definitely had like 2 beers at the game, and I'm just like, ugh, don't feel like the greatest right now. So I'm excited to go to work because I will be around other people and have some energy, and then I can come home and work out, which always makes me feel better. Yeah, I definitely feel like drained. I have a flu shot scheduled this evening. I already have my booster shot, but I wanted to wait to get my flu shot until November because that way my, immunity will be higher for longer. So I do have that scheduled at CVS, so I'm gonna go straight from work to there. Update on the under regions and my legs and my armpits. I haven't noticed any more hair falling out yet. I could have hair on my legs falling out. I don't know. I just can't see because I don't pay that close attention to my legs or my armpits. The pubic area is obviously easier to notice because you take your underwear on and off and you can like notice stuff down there. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and of course I will continue vlogging because this has been fun and I enjoy seeing you guys and keeping up with you, and it's been too long, and this is where I started, and this is kind of where I'll end. That sounded very morbid, but you know what I mean. This is where I started, and I want to keep to that. John just came home for some reason. I don't know why. But anyways, I'm going to grab my work bag and get going to work. I'll see you guys all in my next video. If I don't see you before Thanksgiving, have a wonderful Thanksgiving.